This is what we're working on today, boys. What are we doing today, Ty?
This thing absolutely hates life right now.
What are we doing today with it, though? Close that quickly. What are we doing?
Today we gotta install a new heater core.
Nice.
And it's cold out.
It's 7. No, that's what it was earlier. It is about. Hold on, we can check our phones right now. Hold on, let me get my phone out. Let's see. It is currently 12 degrees out in Durham.
Dude, my hands hurt.
The wind chill is ridiculous. This thing right here is a nice 90s or 92?
It's a 90.
It is a 90 Jeep Wrangler. And this thing is absolutely stunning. Interior, absolutely mint. We don't want to worry about those stains. Ty does a lot of dirty stuff in here. Just kidding, it's from his costume. It's a nice manual, 5-speed to learn how to drive manual in this bad boy. And today, we're doing a heater core because all the coolant is on the passenger footwell.
Jeeps are stupid.
Yes, they are, indeed.
Basically, we gotta put in this, which is a brand new heater core for the old one, because if you see, we go into the piece of crap here.
That's
coolant. That's all coolant leaking on the floor. So, just give me that.
Take the camera. Take the camera.
I don't know how well you can. Fuck, give me a light.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on.
See all that? That's all coolant in there. So basically, we gotta take out this big plastic heater box right here, and then just slide out the old heater core, and put the new one in, and then bolt it back up. And it sounds easy, but it's pretty stupid. So yeah.
All right, Ty, show us the screws.
You know, like a pointing stick. So basically, we had to take out these bolts here. So there's one right here. We'll show you that in a bit. It's just kind of annoying, hard to get to.
Yeah, we have to remove
like a plastic thing. So your first one is. It's right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we won't be able to see it. We'll get to it in a second.
Yeah.
I'll show you. It's like right behind all these little relays. Huh. Yeah, we got more light. These are blinding. This is how videos are.
So the first one is it's right here. So you take that out.
It's right behind these relays and fuses and whatnot. It's right there. I don't know if you could see it. Hold on, I'll zoom in. Yeah, you can't see it. But
wait, why can't you see it?
It's just a light.
God damn it.
Alright, then we got that one.
So the next one is
underneath.
Right here.
Yeah, right there underneath. And then the next one is gonna be right behind the engine.
Move the hose right here. Just right.
Yeah, that one right behind the hose is the next one you gotta remove. And then there's one that we talked about underneath there. You had to go from underneath the car, but it's a Jeep, so you can fucking go underneath. It has fucking 17,000 feet of clearance. But we just gotta remove. Shine the light down there. We gotta remove that plastic plate down there, which is just held in by 2 push pins, which will be very quick. That will be the next step. Okay, so what I'm tapping out is a black and white. These 2 little push pins. They come from the top, but we don't have a puller and we can't really get to it, so I'm just gonna take a hammer and just go pop, 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 pop.
Alright, yeah. Hold on, let me grab it.
Oh, you gotta grab it, Ty?
Or the pin.
Look at that shot. That's a sexy shot. OnlyFans coming soon.
My arm's stuck.
Oh, step bro. That's the pin. He's got the pin. Alright, I'm gonna get the next one.
Dude, you fucking destroyed it.
We don't worry about it, Ty. Alright, this is a 2-hand job. I'll come out when it's done. So, the last screw that you're gonna have to remove is, I don't know if you can see that little tip of it popping up right there. The camera won't focus on it. It's to the right of that little down hose. Yeah, you can see that bolt. So it's that little bolt right there. That's the last bolt that you have to remove. And I might as well show you the one that's up here. Let me get out my feet. tall 6'4" gazelle. Takes me a second to get up. It is that bolt right there. Nice access to it. So it's that one right there that we have to remove. So now, I think Ty said something about what size was it? 7.
I think it was 7/16.
Yep, that would make sense because this is a American car. So it takes imperial bolt standards. So we'll get the tools ready and we'll start removing them.
Unloosening?
We'll see.
No,
Yep, you're good. Look at that fucking movement we have. That 2 inches of fucking movement. Yeah, you'll rapid fire for that.
Slamming my fucking hands into it.
So yeah, we'll get this one out, then we'll show you the next one. This one's gonna take a week. Bolt taken out. I really recommend, if you have the budget, to buy one of the either a pneumatic or electric ratchets, because it took us a total of like 3-4 minutes to get that one out because of the limited movement. But now we're removing that one underneath. The dipstick's blocking me. That one underneath where he's trying to get to right now.
Come on.
Boom, he's on. He'll be able to turn. There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we'll come back when this one's out. See you in 30 minutes. Third screw. I don't know if you can see it right there. This is in the way. My hand's blocking the light, but it's right there, that little silver spot. Yeah, he's pointing at it right now. I'm gonna get going on that one because I have the longest arms. And I'll come back when that's done in 30 minutes.
So you can just barely see it. That's the last one we need to remove. And also there's this wire right there. So you're going to take that and you're going to pull that out. And then once I have that removed, I'll come back and we'll go on to the inside. Okay, it's recording. Alright. So we took out the last bolt. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, there's that little wire. And it should just be like a pinch clip, and you should just be able to pull it out. So we're gonna try it right now. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, I can't pull it out. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's off now. Alright, now to the interior. Okay, so just quick thing, we forgot to do this. So there's these 2 hoses right here that are attached to the heater cord. You need to take those off, and then we can get to the interior. Alright.
Oh, my fluids.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a little bit rusty, eh? We got some cleanup to do. Sorry about that. I like to go too overboard. Cut! We're on the inside of the Jeep, so right here. I gotta get. Okay, so right here, there's this linkage for the heat, and it's like this controls like everything. So I would put it in the heat position on this to get it to like the optimal position and like least tightness. And then what you gotta do is you gotta take a flathead and then just like pop either or out. So you literally just go in and then kind of just pop it however it wants, but it's not being nice right now. So I'll just do this forward one first. Hold on. hold this. Okay, ties. Now got the camera. And what you want to do is you gotta like somehow get in there and just kind of try to get this to want to come out. So I'm just gonna try this real quick. I'm gonna try to bend this little tab out a little bit, just to give it a little bit more room to work with. And then come in. There we go. That's one. And then this one should just be able to go like that, but it's not gonna cooperate, of course, because this is a super old Jeep. But you want to just like. Yeah, this one's really in there. Yeah. Oh. No. So you just gotta finagle with it for a little bit, and then it'll eventually come out because these little tabs are locking, so it doesn't move. And then after, you gotta just make sure that you align it correctly, make it cooperate with itself. So I'll come back when this one is done to show you the next one you have to do. So now we gotta remove this one right here. This one is all about heat and cold. So you wanna put it in all the way hot so it's nice and loose. And then this one, basically just do the same thing. It's gonna be a biatch, but it will eventually come out. I mean, that works. Actually works really well. It should slide back. Yeah, it slides back on. So that works. And then over here, you're gonna have this little oh, I didn't record this one last time, but it'll be held on over here with this red tab. You just gotta let it pop it out, let that drop. And then I gotta do the same thing over here. You literally just take a screwdriver right underneath it. Takes a couple seconds for it to actually find its way under it. But once it does, oh. Okay.
Works.
That's not good. The rivets broke. But that's nothing to worry about. We'll be fine. And now the next step requires us, this is kind of still tight on there, but the next step requires us to remove this little duct thingy. All it is just this little tab right here. You're supposed to just pop it forward, and then there's like a little duct that goes up, and then it'll loosen it, let you pull that out, and then you can be able to pull this whole entire thing out after you remove the linkage that is on this side over here. Okay, so after you remove that little ducto, you gotta pull this out, and then you have, shine it a little bit more. There we go. We have one more of those things to do. You gotta pop that little tab, pop that out, and then I'll come back to you once we get this out. Oh, actually, after that. No, it's just that. Okay. I looked at this for a second. I was confused. But you just gotta remove that, and then you gotta remove those little tabs, and then this is out, and then once this is out, we will show you the next steps and how to get the actual heater core out of it. Alright, so now every perimeter screw around the outside of this back bracket you have to remove. And they're all 1/4 inch bits. And a drill goes a long way because they just literally come out so fast. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I think that's everything. Oh, yeah. Had to let that one out.
Think they heard?
Probably heard that. Just gotta let it go. So now,
it should be able to pull it off.
Pop right off. It has a gasket material, so it's gonna be a little bit aggressive. You may need a screwdriver flathead to get this off. Like over here, I need a flathead. So actually, I'll use whatever the frick this is. Pop it in the corner right here. Just kind of lift. Then boom. That's basically it. Then right here, I might need to do it a little bit more. And then boom, this whole thing comes off. It comes off of the blower motor and everything. And then boom. This is our heater core. That's where it failed, boys.
Oh.
Oopsies.
Where did it fail?
Right here. That's where it failed. It's got old and used. That's why you don't use water for coolant. And boom. Time to put the new one in. You just got Where did I put the ratchet? Awkward. Now, you take your 5/16 and you take out these 2 screws right here, either side of the thingy-majingy, and then you just go, oh wow, those are tight. You just twist it until it breaks free. Shouldn't be too long, I'm pretty sure. Don't get them mixed up with the other ones because they look exactly the same. So make your own little pile on the side. That one's a lot easier. And then you just twisty, twisty, twist out. Boom. Heater core. Oh, it had a couple more threads holding it. Doesn't want to leave. Then boom. It is. Just pull through. Oh shit. Just gotta pull the foam out. And then just help it out real quick. Let's pop it through. And then boom. Your heater core is now separate from your pipes. What? From your box. Alright, Ty, what happened?
Alright, so this is day 2. We are actually, believe it or not, this wasn't our fault. The wrong part was put in the wrong box. So with the right serial number, but wrong part. So
it's not our fault. This is what we were supposed to get. The one that we got had straight runners coming out from here, so it wouldn't have actually been able to go through the firewall into the actual. Do you have the old one?
Fuck, I don't know where it went. I think my dad took it.
Well, he probably took it, but you'll see. I think we showed at the beginning. Yeah, we showed at the beginning. You can see the difference.
We're gonna cut that part out. Okay, so basically what we did is a simple fix. Basically this is just like a simple heat delete or whatever.
Heater core delete.
Basically, yeah. So what we ended up doing is we ended up cutting the top off.
We cut it from here.
Yeah.
And then to here, and then we put the small hose on here because this part of the hose is this same diameter as here. So there's 2 different sizes.
Wow,
so
way to go.
I'm sorry, Ty, because I was the one that cut it and hooked it up. But so basically we slid the small hose on this side and the big hose on this side, and we clamped it shut so he could theoretically run the Jeep back and forth from his outside of his garage into the inside of his garage. We gotta turn the lights on for that. We'll be back in a second. I'll show you what we did. Alright, lights hooked up. Sadly, one of them kicked the bucket. But this should be enough light to work. So, snowy. So right here, that's the piece that we cut off. This is the thick side, that's the skinny side. And we ran it, and basically we allowed it so coolant can run through it, even though there's probably no coolant in this happening right now. But we don't care about that. But yeah, that's how we bypassed it, and now we're gonna go back to where we left off and install the new heater core.
Alright, so basically it's pretty simple. Since it doesn't, the new one does not come with the little bracket on the side to clip it in. You really don't need it anyways, because once you slide it in here, it should, it doesn't look like it, but once you put the other panel on it, once you put the other panel on this
it won't really move. And there's also a little cutout in the bottom that kind of holds it, so just gotta make sure you just line it up. It's gonna be a little bit annoying to put it together.
It's better if you actually take it out and line it up.
True.
And then put it.
It's just all about aligning everything, which is annoying as hell. But it'll eventually go in. I'll come back when we're doing the screws. Alright, so basically we put all the screws back in. It was annoying because you have to align, you can't really see that, you gotta align this into a hole. And you don't really have room with your arm to do that, so it takes a little bit. But we got all the screws in, and now we'll be putting her back in the GPG. for the boys. Oh. We're about to do the install.
This is probably the most AIDS part, is actually fitting it in.
A lot of sliding. Alright, so just hold it just like that now. So now you have to put this linkage on first on the side.
Where? Oh, this.
Yep.
How does this? I think. Because there was 2 clip-ons. Or. Let's slide that.
This is gonna be horrible to do because you also have to like make sure you put them like the right like tension and everything so it actually like holds it and stuff. So that's gonna be the most horrible part. But pretty much if you get that blue part that he honestly should just clip it first. Clip in the blue part first. I don't know if that one's broken or not. There you go. You just gotta pull it as hard as you can in one direction, then the other. That one's in.
There we go.
Boom. So that one's hooked up. Now we got the juicy part of trying. Yeah.
Line
So we have to pull this one forward like that. Get that just leave that one there. Make sure this is not
in
up
the
there
way
with it. There's like multiple things that we have to fit through. You got the blower motor wire that has to go through, the condensation drip line that has to go through, and then you got the 2 actual to go through. All right, so we just by ourselves fished the heater core line through the engine bay. You're not gonna be able to see it. It's way too dark over there because we moved the light, but it's very annoying because you have like 83 things that you have to send through the firewall, like all the studs that you had to remove and all like the freaking. It's not fun, but we got it pretty much through. So now, before we hook up anything else, we're gonna go on the outside and start putting in at least one of the screws, not the screws, one of the bolts on the nut. No, one of the nuts on the stud to hold it in, so we don't have to worry about this falling on us and crushing us because this thing weighs like 20 pounds. Okay, so it's about like 20 minutes later. We had to kind of skip ahead. We didn't attach any more linkages, but what we had to do was I had to be inside of the like passenger seat, pushing and like trying to align the hoses and all the studs for to hold in the heat box down here. And that's in. You gotta make sure you reconnect your little ducto. Ours is kind of freaking destroyed, so yeah, that's that. But everything else is pretty much in. And we put 2 out of the 4 screws in just to kind of hold it in there for us while we do the rest of the stuff. But right now, what I'm gonna do is grab this light. Where's the light? I'm just gonna use this thing. Does this thing have battery in it?
No, I think it's just dead. I'll have to go to the light. I brought it inside.
No, I'll use this.
What?
You got this thing right here. So, on the inside, just gotta stand it up. This one we broke. I don't know how well this one's gonna be, but this piece is already still on. Just gotta kind of pop it back into place with one hand. I'll pop it back into place when it's up there. But this just slides right over like that. And then this, don't worry about that. this slides over this to adjust that. So you can open and close that. Let's see if this will work. Yep, still works. And it popped out. I'll get that attached and I'll come back. Alright, so we kind of just jumped ahead. We want this to get done. It's getting late. It's basically everything is reverse of taken out. So basically if you need extra help, just look at the video in reverse. But everything's hooked up in here. And to get all your, because all your like things are hooked up by linkages, you literally just gotta go from one direction all the way to the other direction, and it will pull itself to be in alignment. And we got the heat. The heat's back on. But I hooked up the radiator hoses back in, and you gotta make sure you plug in the little do-bobber for the actual fan for the inside of the car down there. It's a little orange or red colored cable. I still have to tighten the hose clamps for the lines, and we gotta put coolant in her, and she should theoretically be done. Hopefully no leaks. Everything's hooked up. Do you know how to take that off, Ty? You gotta push down. Yeah, push down.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go. Oh yeah, pull up.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
I had it before.
Oh, push it down again and keep twisting. Keep pushing down and twisting. That one was weird.
See, and then.
Yeah, let me try this. Let's see if it's like my dirt bike. Yeah, it's like my dirt bike. Look at that. That's rust. That's rust for you boys. Alright, Ty, get to pouring that shit. The funnel. Mm-hmm. I'm getting heated up by this. Look at that shot. I wonder how much coolant she did not have. Probably none, because it was all on the floorboard of your car. Squeeze. I hear it flowing, Ty. Air bubble releasing themselves. Alright, hold it just like that. How the fuck is that not spilling out? I feel water in here. How's it looking in there so far? We're gonna have to turn the Jeep on a couple times.
Yeah, we have to cycle through.
We can kill ourselves in here. You gotta squeeze your hoses to get the air in them trapped. The trapped air in them. Keep adding some more.
It's like up to the top here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then we're gonna have to cycle it through. Alright, Ty, you know what to do. No, leave it off.
Yeah, because it gets not warm. So.
You gotta let the air bubbles pop off. And I'll keep adding. Hello, banana. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Visual scan. Everything looks good. Open the garage door. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to die.
Oh, shut the vent, too.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Man. I mean, it's blowing out.
Just shut it.
Goodbye, heat.
Oh, and pause the music. Oh, wait, no.
Let's see. Make sure that clears. Everything looking good. Oh, it's a cat. Alright. Alright, Ty, you should be free to start the bad girl.
gotta investigate something.
Sorry, we're gonna take the coat part out there. That is a small ass ratchet rear wheels.
It's fine.
We had to get